Papua New Guinea has produced several talented rugby league players who have made significant contributions to the sport. Known for their strength, agility, and passion for the game, these athletes have showcased the rich rugby talent in the country. But with that being said, here are 3 Papua New Guinean players who did not reach their full potential in NRL. Kicking off our list is Gideon Gela-Mosby, who was once hailed as the fastest man in the NRL. After a spring of good performances in the NRL 9s tournament for the Cowboys, the future was looking bright for the young Papua New Guinean winger. In round 4 of the 2017 NRL season, Gela-Mosby made his NRL debut, scoring a try in the Cowboys' win against the Gold Coast Titans. He would go on to play the next 3 games as injury cover for Antonio Winterstein's broken arm, scoring 3 tries from 4 games in a bright start to his NRL career. He later on earned himself a contract extension with the Cowboys for a further 2 years until 2019. But unfortunately for him, injuries hindered his progression at the Cowboys, with the winger only playing 8 games in the space of 2 years, scoring 3 tries. It was later revealed at the end of the 2019 season that the Cowboys would not renew his contract. He was then picked up by the Northern Pride for the 2020 QRL season, but was later stood down by the club after being charged with assault occasioning bodily harm around early December. Though Gela-Mosby returned to the footy field for Kangaroos in the Cairns District Rugby League in 2021. In 2022, he made his comeback to QRL after a 2-year absence and was brought back into the Pride's fold at the end of last season, where he has impressed the club since with his strength, undeniable speed, experience and composure with the footy. He later on signed with Wynnum Manly Seagulls in 2023 and is still contracted to them as of now. Now 27 years old, he's tracking well, but it's sad to think about how his career could have turned out if injuries didn't ruin his progression at the Cowboys. 2. Bernard Lewis. Just like Gela-Mosby, Bernard Lewis' story is no different, with the young winger also making his mark during the 2017 Auckland 9s tournament, showcasing his speed, agility, strength and match intelligence while playing alongside the likes of Latrell Mitchell and Connor Watson. There was no doubt that Bernard Lewis was NRL material, with the young man possessing the traits of a modern winger. The only problem was whether or not he can maintain a spot in the team and keep his consistency. Bernard Lewis later on went on to start for the Roosters' first pre-season game where he scored a try. Unfortunately, a week later he tore his ACL before the second pre-season game against Manly and had to undergo surgery right before the start of the NRL season, causing him to move back. Just when things were starting to get better for the young winger, he suffered from another knee injury that kept him out for a long period of time. In 2019, Lewis fulfilled his childhood dream when he made his international debut for Papua New Guinea against a tough Samoan side. He was then called up in 2020 to represent the nation during the International 9s tournament. Also in the same year, in 2020, he signed with the Northern Pride and is still contracted to them. Now he is 26 years old. He is still playing regular footy in the QRL, but he could have had a better career path if it weren't for his injuries. 3. Edene Gebbie. Now, Edene Gebbie's story is quite different from Bernard Lewis and Gela-Mosby, as Edene Gebbie is a homegrown player who started his career in the Digital Cup and was later signed by the Hunters after a string of impressive performances in pre-season training. In 2018, Gebbie was named Rookie of the Year for the Hunters. Gebbie finished with 10 tries from 15 games that season for the Hunters. In 2019, Gebbie joined the Wynnum Manly Seagulls where he scores 18 tries in 22 games. Later that year in July 2019, the South Sydney Rabbitohs announced they had signed Gebbie for the 2020 and 2021 seasons. In 2020, Gebbie was released from the South Sydney Rabbitohs team due to COVID-19 reducing squad numbers to 32 players, and he had to return to Papua New Guinea where he joined local club Les Snacks Tigers where he was not given game time. In 2021, Gebbie was named in the N Hunters 37-man train-on squad to be based in Australia but had to withdraw. In March 2021, it was announced that Gebbie was offered and accepted a train and trial contract with the West Tigers. In 2022, Edene Gebbie joined the Townsville Blackhawks for the 2022 season. Gebbie was named in the NQMAL's 2021 Rugby League World Cup squad but had to withdraw due to a groin injury. Now this year in 2024, Gebbie signs on with Whitehaven in the Betfred Championship, joining fellow Papua New Guinean Edene as he looks to make a rugby league comeback at age 28.